When the Cubs sent Imanaga to face Machado, half the stadium gasped, and the other half grabbed popcorn. It was one of those electric moments in baseball where you could feel the tension in the air, every eye glued to the field, everyone holding their breath. The stakes were sky high, and you just knew something unforgettable was about to happen. The anticipation was so thick, you could almost taste it. Fans whispering, some standing up, others nervously clutching their snacks, all waiting to see if this bold move would pay off or backfire spectacularly. It's the kind of moment that makes baseball more than just a game. It's a living, breathing drama, unfolding in real time. You could sense the collective anxiety and excitement, a stadium full of people united by suspense, all wondering if they were about to witness history or heartbreak. Even the vendors paused, eyes darting to the field, as the energy reached a fever pitch. Let's break down the boldest move of the week. So here's what went down. The Cubs, locked in a tight game, made a decision that instantly became the talk of the baseball world. Analysts everywhere started dissecting the play, debating whether it was a stroke of genius or a reckless gamble. Sports shows replayed the moment over and over, and highlight reels couldn't get enough of the matchup. This wasn't just another at-bat. It was a chess move in a high-stakes game, and everyone wanted to know the reasoning behind it. The buzz wasn't just local. National sports media picked up the story, with former players and managers chiming in on talk shows and podcasts. It was the kind of decision that gets immortalized in highlight packages and debated for years, a single moment that could shift the narrative of an entire season. Last night, with the game on the line, the Cubs sent rookie sensation Shota Imanaga to pitch against Manny Machado, a guy who's been absolutely crushing it lately. Machado has been on a tear, racking up hits and home runs, and pitchers across the league have been wary of facing him in clutch situations. But the Cubs put their faith in Imanaga, a rookie who's quickly made a name for himself with his poise and electric stuff. It was a classic showdown, the rising star versus the established powerhouse, and the outcome would have huge implications for both teams. This wasn't just about one at-bat, it was about legacy, momentum, and the kind of pressure that forges legends. For Imanaga, it was a chance to prove he belonged on the biggest stage, while for Machado, it was another opportunity to cement his status as one of the game's most feared hitters. The entire stadium seemed to hold its breath as the two squared off, knowing that the next few pitches could define the night. Instantly, Cubs Twitter exploded. Why pitch to Machado? Social media lit up with hot takes, memes, and heated debates. Fans and pundits alike questioned the decision, some calling it gutsy, others calling it downright reckless. Hashtags started trending, and everyone from former players to armchair managers weighed in. The digital world was just as fired up as the stadium, and the conversation was only getting started. Within minutes, clips of the matchup were circulating online, with fans breaking down every detail, from the pitch selection to the body language of both players. The internet became a virtual stadium, with thousands of voices chiming in, each convinced they knew what should have happened. It was a reminder of how baseball, in the age of social media, is never just played on the field. It's played out in real time across the world, with every fan a potential commentator. Some fans called it gutsy, others said it was just plain risky. The crowd was split right down the middle, some cheering for the boldness, others groaning at the potential disaster. You could see arguments breaking out in the stands, friends debating, families divided. It was the kind of moment that makes baseball so thrilling, unpredictable, dramatic, and full of passion. The tension wasn't just on the field, it rippled through the stands, with every pitch sparking new debates. Some fans clung to hope, believing in the rookie's talent, while others braced for the worst, convinced the gamble would cost the Cubs dearly. It was a microcosm of the sport itself, risk versus reward, faith versus fear, and the endless debate over what makes a great manager. But here's the Cubs' side. This wasn't just a spur-of-the-moment call. The coaching staff had been crunching numbers, studying matchups, and weighing every possible outcome. They believed in Imanaga's ability to handle the pressure, and they trusted their process. In the dugout, you could see the coaches huddled together, discussing strategy, confident that their young pitcher was up to the challenge. This was the culmination of hours of preparation, scouting reports, and late-night meetings. The Cubs staff had watched Imanaga develop, seen him rise to every challenge, and believed that this was his moment. They weren't just hoping for the best. They had a plan, and they were sticking to it, even as the world watched and waited. Imanaga's been mowing down right-handed hitters all season, holding them to a .215 average with a nasty curveball and a 28% strikeout rate. His command on the mound is impressive for a rookie, and his ability to mix pitches keeps even the best hitters guessing. Scouts have raved about his poise, and his stats back it up. He's not just good, he's been dominant. The Cubs saw this as the perfect test for their young ace, a chance to prove he could handle the league's best under the brightest lights. Every pitch he throws seems to have a purpose, and his ability to stay calm in high-pressure situations has set him apart from other rookies. The coaching staff has praised his work ethic and his willingness to learn, and it's clear that Imanaga relishes these big moments. For a rookie, he's shown the kind of maturity and confidence that usually takes years to develop, and this matchup was the ultimate proving ground. The stats say he's the man for the job. Analytics over gut feeling. The moment of truth? The numbers were on Imanaga's side, and the Cubs analytics team had the data to prove it. They'd crunched every stat, every matchup, and every scenario. In today's game, decisions like this are rarely made on instinct alone. It's about probabilities, trends, and maximizing your chances to win. The Cubs were betting on the science, not just the story. In the modern era, front offices rely on advanced metrics, heat maps, and predictive models to guide their choices. The decision to let Imanaga face Machado wasn't just about faith in a player. It was about trusting the process, believing in the data, and embracing the new age of baseball strategy. The analytics team had run simulations, weighed the odds, and determined that this was the matchup that gave the Cubs the best shot at victory. Tension was off the charts. Every pitch felt like it could change the game, and the crowd's energy was electric. Fans were on the edge of their seats, some covering their eyes, others filming the moment on their phones. The stadium was buzzing, and you could feel the collective heartbeat of thousands of fans, all waiting for the outcome. The air was thick with anticipation, and even the players on the bench seemed to be holding their breath. It was the kind of moment that makes sports unforgettable, a shared experience where every emotion is amplified and every second feels like an eternity. The pressure was palpable, and you could almost hear the silent prayers and whispered hopes echoing through the stands. Imanaga winds up, Machado swings, and the crowd goes wild. The crack of the bat echoed through the stadium, and for a split second, time seemed to stand still. Would it be a home run, a strikeout, or something in between? The suspense was almost unbearable, and then eruption, cheers, groans, and applause all at once as the play unfolded in real time. The sound was deafening, a mix of relief and disappointment, joy and frustration, all blending together in a single unforgettable moment. For those few seconds, nothing else mattered. The world shrank to the diamond, and every fan was part of the story. It's the kind of drama that keeps people coming back to the ballpark, year after year. Did it pay off? Analysts say, with Imanaga's pitch control and sneaky fastball, he had the edge, even against a powerhouse like Machado. They broke down the pitch sequence, praised his composure, and highlighted how he executed the game plan perfectly. Some called it a masterclass in pitching under pressure, while others pointed out the razor-thin margin for error. Either way, it was a moment that would be talked about for weeks. The post-game analysis was relentless, with experts replaying every pitch, every decision, and every reaction. Some argued that this was the kind of move that separates good teams from great ones, a willingness to trust your players and your process, even when the stakes are highest. Others cautioned that baseball is a game of inches, and that fortune can turn on a single swing. So, was it genius or a gamble? That's the question everyone's asking. Was it a calculated risk that paid off, or did the Cubs just get lucky? The debate rages on, with fans and experts weighing in from all sides. Some say it's the kind of move that defines a season, while others warn that it could have easily gone the other way. In baseball, sometimes the line between brilliance and disaster is razor thin. The beauty of the game is that there are rarely easy answers. Every decision is a blend of art and science, instinct and information. This moment will be dissected for weeks, with every fan and analyst offering their own take on what it means for the Cubs, for Imanaga, and for the future of the team. Cubs fans, the debate is on. Social media is buzzing, sports bars are alive with arguments, and everyone has an opinion. Was this the moment that will be remembered as the turning point of the season, or just another wild chapter in Cubs history? No matter where you stand, one thing's for sure. This showdown will be replayed and relived for a long time. The passion of Cubs fans is legendary, and moments like this only add fuel to the fire. Whether you're celebrating the boldness or questioning the risk, you're part of a community that lives and breathes every pitch, every play, every decision. This is what makes baseball special. The endless debates, the shared memories, and the stories that get passed down from generation to generation. Drop your take in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more hot baseball takes. We want to hear your thoughts. Was it the right call, or would you have done things differently? Join the conversation and stay tuned for more breakdowns, debates, and all the drama from the diamond. Your voice matters, and every opinion adds to the rich tapestry of baseball fandom. Whether you're a stats geek, a die-hard traditionalist, or just love the thrill of the game, there's a place for you in this conversation. So don't be shy, let us know what you think, and help us keep the debate alive. See you in the next inning. The season's just heating up, and you won't want to miss what happens next. With every game, new stories are written, new heroes emerge, and the drama only gets better. Stay tuned, because if this showdown taught us anything, it's that in baseball, anything can happen, and you never know when you'll witness the next unforgettable moment.